Marawena, you'll be telling people for when I'm
Okay.
Because I feel like it's inspiration. Because most of us, especially more guys, nowadays we lack people who are going to relate them to one. Yeah, because the moment the rule create or things that how they already okay. Sits all and everything. So I feel like segment 7 is sharp because we start you from recognition or at least there's someone
because either way you want to talk to if no so and then naga pumel I'll get to go connect to because I feel like no more life in your we need connections to go up there.
Obvious.
So it's more like elevating each other. You need to step on me so that you can go up, or I step on you so that you can go up. So I think
so. It's there. So I want to write through this. Hello, people. It's your boy's combination. Fanagas Buddha. And we have
Dikeledi surprise panyani. Okay, I'm known as Surprise. Others know me as Perplex Lebrise, of which that one it's another name. Yeah. So what can I say? I'm a 23-year-old lady. From Mamelodi, Extension 5. Well, I'm the last born.
Wow.
Princess at last. So okay, now get on a far background about me.
Okay.
Maybe I can give you a little bit from the childhood and then high school to tertiary. So a little bit of my childhood is that I lost my mom when I was 6 years. So I grew up with my siblings, of which it's my older brothers, 3 of them, and my sister. So I went to school, and I would say I was a good learner. I was smart at school, ne? I would say that, but then I don't like to say it, but now I'll say it. So I was smart, and then got to grade. After my mom passed away, when I got to grade 5, I had to move with my aunt, and then I stayed with her for just 1 year and came back home to stay with my brothers again. Then when I did my grade 7, there was a certificate ceremony whereby I got certificates and I was recognized by the principal of Ribanlaka. So I went to
primary. Which primary?
My primary was Ramatlale Primary School.
Okay.
It's also in Extension 5. So it was close to home. Then they recognized me and then they gave me a bursary to go and study. Go to my high school at Ribanlaka. So Ribanlaka, I didn't pay my school fees because it was covered by them. Then it was that I would say I was playing a lot when I got to high school.
A lot of us. I think a lot of people more can check out their accounts primary to high school and tertiary. They are two different. Mainly high school, most of us being tertiary and primary.
So what I was doing is that I would be serious when it's first term. First term, it's me. I'm that surprise. Good grades. Come second term, I relax again. Then the marks go down. I was doing the whole of my whole high school year. It was like that. First term, good grades. Then when it comes to second term, but then when I got to tertiary, well, after my matric, I was at home for 2 years. What happened is that the first year, NSFAS didn't reply me, so I couldn't go to school. So my brother took me, and then he is a chef, so he's a top chef there. Then I got to work there as a chef, so now I have experience as a chef as well. So and the boss got to see me and recognized me and said I'm good at it. So I'd also say for myself, I'm good at the pastries. I'm good at baking, and that's what I love because there's sugar. I'm a sweet tooth. Yeah, there's sugar there, so I'd rather be there than the salty side. Yeah, for 2 years. So the second year was that the NS first replied, but then I didn't get the school. UJ did reply, but they replied me for journalism, of which I was just applying. I didn't want to stay at home anymore. I just wanted to go to school. So but then I said no, I'll just settle and work, then I'll go back to school when things are right. So I went to TUT to check my application, and they did say to me, your application had to be checked so that we can accept you or reject you. So after doing that, when I got home, they accepted me and as well was fine. So I went to TUT and did my diploma in accounting, of which I graduated last year in April. Yeah, on record time. Yeah, so then as we said, high school and tertiary, the marks, you can see. Yeah. So in tertiary, I was the girl. One thing I can tell you is that you asked me about rest life, right? Yeah. Rest life, it's on you. It depends if on your or you want to control yourself and be yourself. Well, now in my household, and stuff. They always tell me, like I can tell you if most of the time. So when I got to rest my first year, I had my best friend was also at the same rest. So yeah, and then one thing I was doing is that I didn't forget to study. So even if by the weekend take a Saturday, I know already covered syllabus and then I do Monday so next time to groove. So one thing I would say is that whenever I buy a groove or rest and then I don't know groove, but then when I wait on that, get some ready and when I sharp. So no, then you fail and then I pass. Yes. So mara as a fault the fault how school and then now
you forgot why you're here.
Yes. Yeah. So you need to know why you're there and then do your schoolwork. Even if you want to have fun, have that fun, but then do not forget why you're there. Yeah.
So are you saying high school how there's a point where you forgot why you were there?
Yeah, I'd say that I was too relaxed. To the point whereby even the principal asked me, no, when I got you, you were a good learner, you were a smart learner, you were a top learner. But then what's happening now? Yeah. And I was like, no, like, here there's too much competition. But then my class teacher I'm too relaxed because they could see when it's first term, yes, I'm good. But then when it comes to the other terms, the marks, like, they change now. It clearly shows that this kid is smart, but then there's something going on with her. And it's okay. But then I was relaxing. If you tell them to we can relax.
What was it because of most of school? I think that's where we start exploring romantic side of us.
Yeah.
So where like over attracted to a lady, attracted to and most of the time you're an influence because instead of the baby was it that or no savali?
No, it wasn't that. I would say Gen because grade 8, grade 9, I got my first boyfriend when I was doing grade 8, but then nearly long distance. Of which it's home, like on hike. Then we only see each other in December, and then like phone next side on our school maybe sometimes. Then when I got to grade 10, I got a boyfriend in school. in the same class as me.
Okay.
And what I would say is that even if I'm for unprepared speech or prepared speech, because I knew already school was set up. So no boyfriend then we ended things because also Nali, I would say kind of a bad boy. Then I got another one grade 11. That one school. So what he would do is that so he would always call me at night to say, wake up and read. It's your time to read. So I wouldn't say and stuff. Yeah, I'd say it was just me get relaxed. Yeah.
And you had a good experience. Like through boyfriends. High school fair.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a dream to a lot of girls, which I feel like it's kind of necessary most of the time.
Yeah, it's
kind of necessary until you know. One thing I love about life is the more you grow, the more you learn.
Yeah.
And the more you realize with Mara, okay, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like I should have done something better. I should have focused on. Yeah. So, Shapo, no, we are Tesha. Go TUT. Like, you studying accounting, ne?
Yeah.
And then wafit. How fit? Why like planning what no go apply? Oh, most of the time okay, so like how fit? What was the first thing you did?
So 2023 in December, ne? That's when I was done with my exams. So from that time I had enough time I can apply and stuff. So I did apply the completion letter or the qualification certificate. But then either way they apply. And then where I was working as a chef, you can come back and then over again. So it was my choice. I said to him, no, I can't. Then I was there so that high. Now I've studied something I wanted all my life. So now uplift so that you kind of which ways to take to become a CA and stuff. So in that path, in that industry. So I said to him, okay, for the meantime I can work there got weekends just to make extra cash. Then one day no man, surprise, because you know you're good at some things. Some subjects, maybe how about you help other kids? That's when I decided to tutor in maths and accounting. So I choose that one because I'm good in numbers and the theory things I don't like to take it to I get bored immediately go to a book I get you getting. So yeah, the tutoring thing. So from the primary kids, I do all the subjects because, like,
it's simple.
Yeah, it's simple. So, yeah, I do homework and also help Babanya how to read, how to know their phonics. Yeah, so that's how I can make extra money and keep myself busy while I still busy to apply. So another thing, it's so stressful to market and then apply. And this other time I had a conversation with this other guy so how far school do you want a job accountant? And I said to him, no, I'm not gonna be choosy because I know who we more. And what we said is that if moto high school same time at a university half or expect to qualification high, and of which it's gonna be stressful. But for me, because the experience is before before already so all our chef, it was not only because of study. it was also because of the working hours there.
Yeah,
they're not good for a woman, according to me. And even my brother did tell me at first story, because it's not good for a woman, more especially because when maybe if no hudile unelevana we job or sharp, that's when you can work this kind of work.
It's tough. Retail is tough.
Yeah.
I remember there's a friend of mine, and he was super angry at him because of he understands retail.
Yeah.
And a lot of us know respana retail, and even if like we study sheets have good acrylics, still also retail because that's the only place mobile. So don't you think like if we can shift the mindset, okay sir, I'm going to school, I'm going to study accountings, and then maybe give a study chartered accountant, okay, then get qualifications still, then go school maybe 4 to 5, form a accounting company, register, and then if it's a register, find 2 to 3 clients that we're gonna do maybe discount, maybe really discount.
Yes, that might also work, but then remember it also needs accreditation. You need to be accredited to do that. So qualification on its own, it doesn't work like that. Now you only have knowledge, book. You don't have knowledge, the real life, the practical experience. You need the practical experience. Then when you have that practical experience, that's when you can start there.
Isn't it that course of 4 years? It's 3 years theory, 1 year of practical.
Well, with this one, remember, when I say diploma, it's 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't apply for maybe if I did go BCom, and in TUT, they are not accredited by SAICA, of which I also needed to be a chartered accountant. So if neke apply it, go varsity it's accredited. No, like some sort of the steps to after 3 years. Well, it's actually 4 years with us.
Yeah.
You have to do 4 years, and then there's other 3 years. We had the practical at the end, Umala test. So it's the SAICA articles. So no, I'm not at that point. I need to add 1 more year. Then that's when I can do the SAICA articles.
Yeah.
So,
but I think registering a company, or I can show maybe it's different, no? When it comes to just a normal company. So how register maybe a law firm to be something different.
Yeah.
I think on a you need to have basic medical protocols.
Yeah.
So because it's basic, you actually know how to do those books. You know those books, because opposite.
Yeah.
You're not like fake.
Yeah.
Fake So you have your papers. I want to raise I did this, even though I'm not credited. But I don't want to work for someone. I want to open my own law firm. Look at law firm, but again, accounting firm. So still, even if it's like that, pasanyaka hore ube credited.
Okay, we come back to that one. Yes, pass.
Yeah.
Remember, passing now as it's easy.
Yeah. Easy, yeah.
So no, never the online exams. You can easily copy from that.
Okay.
And then you copy. Then when you go to write in a sit-in or no 30%, you can do that by writing a sit-in.
Yeah.
Then pass it. So let me do your books. But then I did say, remember, I was just copying, and then you can't trust me with that. So at least when you have a practical experience, you can't trust because we really practical. So buka, it might be hard for motor aitwa, mara experience like in real life.
Yeah, because it's something new.
Yes. So Leno, when I speak to you now, I do prepare some financial books for 2 of my photographers, of which is Chaneki EOF project and then Lemis the K services. I do help them hold the because I want to like up to date, according to my book knowledge. Not practical experience.
Yeah.
So no, I'm in a process whereby I get a practical experience. So I did apply for internships.
Yeah.
That's where you get the practical experience, of which I got. So tomorrow I'm relocating to Nelspruit because the internship. So when I have that practical experience, that's when I can do something. So, and another thing, that's what I told myself, or after doing the whole course and becoming, being qualified, accredited by SICA and being a CA, I just want some experience, right? Maybe 2 years experience. Then after that, I want to work on my own. I don't want to work under someone. I want to be a private chartered accountant. Then after that, that's when I can start to open my own accounting firm. Yeah.
So do you think it's most of the accounting firms, not firms, but let's just say general in South Africa, most of the companies, the owner gave the whites, ne?
Yeah.
And in most cases they give the project the book to the white people most of the time. And then most year we actually don't have working the companies we only deal with bookkeeping fair. We hardly do the income statement. You get. So how will your company which like auto introduce something around to the black community?
I would say.
And how will you get the clients? Because most of the big companies or companies,
that's what we have to change.
Okay.
I would say that's what we have to change. So when I say an accounting firm, it's in a way that give offer opportunities to people like me. Graduate. So the graduate and then you can grab the experience and then because if you check most of the time here apply, they would say they want the 2 years experience.
Yeah.
But then they should bear in mind if it's a graduate.
So
how am I going to get the experience if something can take then economic experience? So what we're gonna do is that we have to focus the firm focus on all the financial books, your income statement, your reconciliation, your balance sheet, because most of the time balance sheet is more important.
Yeah, most of the
because and also we need to help the companies to calculate the taxable income stabona. They should know because if you look at it, most of the black people were never successful now because of SARS.
Yeah.
Yes.
We see a lot of them. Yeah.
Yes. So that private chartered accountant, private for those kind of people. Relax.
Yeah.
Then settle because it's always a business how. Because how we ready financials how you need to see how business and then how lebetse body SARS and stuff. Wow, and then in okay, happen a motho montsho ile mo go di at least yeah, but then only wait. So the whites they succeed because they look at those important factors. Yes, and you were saying most of the firms are counting get the whites. I'm so excited that it's a black woman.
Wow.
Yes. It's a
shout out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Women empowerment. Yeah. So I want to know a difference, because you're saying an accountant transfer all the books, the company, which means with your taxations, with your. So there's a course called taxation.
Yes.
Like, how is it different beyond only accounting? Is it just specialization phenomena? You make sure you deal with tax.
Okay, so accounting covers most of this. Accounting, NLA, auditing, NLA, taxation, NLA, financial management. Yeah. So when I start to say I wanna be a chartered accountant, I need to figure out what I wanna major in between these three things. So I'll be a chartered accountant. Yes, I'll have knowledge of everything, but I have to choose one thing that I'm gonna be majoring in. Sure. So if you're taxation, meaning or a chartered accountant, a majoring that taxation, meaning or can type of the book how they like tax and stuff. Yes, and then or maybe major auditing. While the auditors, I can still be there, auditors. And then there's also financial management, of which it's almost like accounting, but not really. Yeah. And then there's also, you can also major in financial. Financial, it's almost like accounting, but then the other way, they just call it in another way. I'd say, yeah.
So, no, you done go school and you are sitting and you said you're looking at things that are you're good at this, let me help other kids. How do you start that? Who do you call first? How do you say, now I'm gonna tutor accounting le maths? Like, how did you start there?
As I said, I was sitting and then I said, I'm good at this and that. How about I help others? Then God decided, okay, let me start with a poster. Then get a poster. Then when I see all this thing, it's growing and I have a little bit of like in a little learner's stage, then I can start and register create a company and register it. So I was about to do it this year, because remember it to me last year. So last year when I started, I had only 3 during the week. Then on weekend, I had to go to Mafias to tutor 2. So in total, there were 5. So just to know extra man. So this year, I know that and I'm so sad but I know I had to drop them because I need to chase my dreams as well. Yeah, I can't just settle and say you are my but then let's not to so yeah, register this year since so I can't do that. And I also had somebody who texted me on WhatsApp now I can employ his little brother, because Lena is good in accounting and maths. So it was a good thing something in me, and then at least I did something. But then change the plans now I can say tomorrow you so Mudima decided no, it's better to your left, then it's your left. Yeah.
You were left.
Yeah, left.
Because right, it's a left. Oh yeah,
yeah. Yes. And remember, every time I get to a carapel of my school, how about to let it? So nobody would. Yeah.
That's hard. So, you have a first lane. And how old is the lane?
Oh, the first one I got Naira grade 4. 4 last year, ne? And she transitioned from doing English as first language to doing Sepedi as first language, like home language. Yeah. So I had to start Sepedi from scratch. Yes. So I had to remove the body A, E, I, O, U. Yeah, that's Sepedi. Like I had to do that, and like it didn't take a month. The first time after Tomola test, we took like a level 5 on Sepedi. Remember the first time.
The first time,
Yes. So I was like, okay, meaning I'm doing a good job here. Then then when it was almost the end of the year, I got the other 2. Those 2 Kiri brothers. So the other one Naira grade 2, the other one Naira grade 5. So the grade 5 one it's those learners Unahana Kokopeli. So when Habala already ukopeli, so
genius.
I would say that. But then botatekin genius go babutom mola isa kopeli. Because when una hane to kopeli, but then it's not what you're thinking.
Yeah. But I feel like it's barren I think you probably can advise the parents at some point, especially for matric, but starts grade 10. So you can apply. I forgot the actual term or game, but you can apply for a how.
How?
Like question papers.
Yeah.
Stulo game, stula sis.
Yeah.
So he actually reads the question. And then there's someone I'm yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like because he's fast and he's a fast thinker, and then obviously answer why it's just that he's just too fast.
Yeah, too fast and too like okopeli.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he was struggling with reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what he was doing is that if Mohu were to make, I would say, only done until high, not until more again. Yeah.
Yeah. So for high school purposes, we can do that, but only by high. My Bible school on Babutis.
Yeah.
And then show what the help. And then anyway, but like abala on a regular basis, make sure like every day abala, even if it can be a smaller paragraph or a page. Every day, who understand the question papers or to understand Ovala and then Otokono place on the high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were doing that. Because not before Mwanari has something.
Yeah.
They need to read first and then about pieces. We can't move if our sovali also pieces.
Yeah.
So kaya na very ko if unelo homework ya social science, we read the chapter ebale moyo na pele, then I understand that. After that, the questions take the important. After that, that's when we do the homeworks. Yeah. So he was good at that, and then the subject that he liked the most, it was natural science and technology.
Yeah, and he's good in maths, I'm pretty sure. Of course.
He wasn't that good. He was
basic.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was struggling there and there, so yeah.
But he could solve. I feel like I'm sure he could solve questions too difficult than the actual questions normal.
Yeah, and not only this style okay, if no and it's in his level and the answers. If you don't give him an answer, you need to give him an answer. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you have those kids, man. You're tutoring them and you see good results. Sharp. Boom. We are modeling.
Okay, modeling uthomile ke ra matric.
Okay.
Yes, it was in 2018. So I was approached by a guy called Theo, Nanele agency and Hipcrypt from SMS.
Yeah.
So from a posted picture on Facebook, so he was like, no, I like the way you pose. So how about you try modeling? Then we had a meeting, then Gabamita, and then they said, cause Nikira Metric I had to focus more on school. So then I'll just see them when they'll be shoots. Then I started to gain that thing. Okay, now I'm falling in love with this thing. So from there, Hipcrypt, really separation and stuff. Then I said to myself, because now I already know Geratan, let me proceed and on my own, not under someone, because I have this thing. I don't know if other models face the same thing, but then the agencies are more high. They don't really know what a model needs. Yeah, but they just like I can modeling and then motor on signing the agency and then relax it. Remember, you should get gigs for me or try on groomer or mentor or no, they just relax. And then when a whole time over popular, that's when they recognize your camera agency. But no, agency. So since from then I started. I went to a pageant. My first pageant was Miss Teen Johannesburg. It was the first one, and then I get the challenge. So because lately I wasn't vocal confident. In primary, the assembly, poema, she creme, and then we eat or staging. I was good at that, but then growing up, that much like never see and then so I went there and then gave me the challenge of can I do this? Get in public and then can I try or get the catwalk and stuff in public? So I went and then the experience was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad, but then I enjoyed what I was doing. It was I enjoyed everything and meeting the sisterhood and stuff, but then how the event went and ended, it was a mess. I don't want to talk about it. But then at the end of the way, I won the best catwalk. Then in public choice, I came back with that. Then after that, I went to Miss Bold. Miss Bold was hosted locally at home. So I said, okay, let me also go there and then just to have fun. I wasn't there for Tabayahuina and stuff. Because Vela Hanche get the pageant thing, I just want to have fun.
You have to have fun.
Yes.
Then you get best results.
So I went there and then there I didn't win anything because like either way you can't win on your first try and everything and not all the time would win. You need to lose and learn or let me stay yes. Then I got the photographers who wanted to collab with me. So I started to do the photo shoots and then the pageants. Even now, because with pageants, it needs money. You need to be financially stable. So it was draining her get another pageants and then I can actually it. So from that, I told myself, okay, I know the team study work or pageant work or trying to wait and know what to do. How about I become a coach? So now I'm a modeling coach. I coach the ones who go for pageants. So when it comes to coaching, I had they hosted another Miss Bold. When they hosted another Miss Bold, the founder called me and said, please come because we are in the same age. So the Then I got to help the other kids how to walk, do this, do that, change that. And then, yeah, after that, I got another one. There was another model of which we are in something else together. Lena Nawata coaching with the walk because she's good at fashion walk, not the pageant walk. The walks are different. So I had to help her, give her the tips, what to do, what not to do. And she also recommended someone who was a first-timer model. And from that, I taught that one, and she came back as a queen. This year, February, we had Miss Valentine at Station 5 Hall. I had 2 models. They also won. The Omo winner queen and the other one first princess. So I got to see, maybe now that is my calling. I shouldn't do the pageant. How about I just focus on coaching and then yes, and photo shoots. When it comes to photo shoots, the reason I'm still there is because there's this connection and relationship I have with the camera that I can't explain. Yeah. When I'm there, like I just become lost. I'm like, this is me. Yeah. So somebody asked me about the lingerie shoots.
Okay.
So how it came about to shoot with lingeries, it's that at some point I started to gain on certain places on my body, and I felt like as a model you shouldn't gain that much, you shouldn't gain like that. Then this other time I was starting to be insecure because I had that mentality at the society, there's a perfect body for a model. So from that I started to say, okay, how about I erase what the society is saying and focus on me and see how then I got to a conclusion now, there's no perfect body for a modeling.
Yeah.
As long as you have the confidence, you can do this. Yeah. And like I would say, however your body is, it's perfect for you. Do not look at somebody else's body or area and then how Gamco society will our body towards area, so you need to be overly curves and stuff. Erase that in your mind. So heke thoma ke shooter for ka lingerie, I was now I'm confident in my body.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you say, this is me and I like me the way I am. I love me the way I am. So yeah, that's how I started the lingerie shoots.
Wow. I think, have you noticed a lot of, since you just mentioned, you need to be confident in your own body and all that. Have you noticed a lot of people, they don't love their body, which means, and then the whole confidence, and then they can't present themselves, they're always down and all that. What's the cause of that? The mentality like we are really ashamed of our body.
I'd say, as I said, society, it also comes to bullying, body shaming. So now there was I had a friend, my best friend, Lena Otomile. She was skinny. We were both skinny. So now she gained. So other people have a money. No, never talk so. Can't do like that thing kills you. And remember, as people, we grow up. When you grow up, there will be certain changes.
Yeah.
So you need to accept those changes and then be confident in them. Wear them like the way we wear our clothes, and then be confident. Wear yourself and then overconfident, come on, and erase into society. Now we see about more social media when everybody cares flat stomach. What are they doing to get there? kidney surgeries. They have consequences. There are side effects.
Yeah.
So how about to accept and when I'm feeling
and if you don't like it, work on it.
Yes, work on it. Who know the gym? If you look at
and gym is if you wanna gain, you can also go to the gym.
And gain. And but then it also comes to
yeah.
You can try to gain, but then you won't gain because you have to stay skinny the way you are.
Hey.
Okazama loser and you can't. Because even with me, when I was still in primary, I was a chubby baby.
Yeah.
Then when I started to go to high school, that's when I lost weight, and then I was skinny. So, yeah, even though I'm not surprised. I know it's my body, but then because I don't want to gain too much, I work on it. I exercise, I do something to work on that, and then because if you relax and say, oh, I gain, but then you're still stuffing yourself, kadi junk, and then how it comes also to that. Skill one no gain and learn what the quote gain and go to snacks. It affects you more
because what
you telling yourself. Yes. Yeah.
I think for now, before I do this, because I've realized in the conversation you just had, you are doing a lot of things. and I think over the call you told me so you also with speaking to someone about perfumes.
Yeah.
What drives you too much to do that?
I'd say I don't like to be relaxed. I feel like if I'm relaxed, overthink. So when you overthink, there's a point whereby automalo break her down. It also causes very depressions and stuff. And in you have to be independent. So I have a brother in Ore. He takes care of me and I mind. But then it's hard because we have to be independent. So I get called until I'm going to So yeah, I'd say it's that. So I'd say no. That's when I use my skills. What I'm good at, that's what I use. So business wise, I want to perfume. So relax and then or one relax you're good at this, you're good at that. Nobody's going to see you if you're not selling yourself. You need to sell yourself, and then when I chase that thing, do not let those things chase you. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that says, fake it till you make it, right? Yeah. So no, when I say this, somebody might think that I'm successful and stuff, but then it's not that. I'm trying I'm going to all the corners, and then you can't because we'll never know which one is good for me.
The ocean is so big.
Yeah.
Just have to be inside and make sure that you swim to your best.
Yeah.
From Scuda Squared, we like to say you're actually winning.
Thank you.
You're actually winning, and keep on winning. And then you're the best in whatever you are doing. If you keep that in mind, you're the best at whatever you're doing. And I think we need a lot of people like you, especially more guys, because our youth, you get
I get
it. As Buddha Squared, I'd like to give you a PS
Thank
as a
you.
token of saying thank you for winning. winning for
Thank
others
you.
and also winning for us.
Yes.
But of course, there's someone winning in your life.
Yeah.
Who is there? Then what would you like to say to them?
Somebody who's winning in my life. What I would say is that keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you know that's where you should be. And nobody else will tell you, hey, that's not the right way to take. You know which way to take.
Yeah.
Listen to your instincts, listen to your mind, and what you have planned, go according to the plan. Even if they give you advices, listen to them if they are good. But then if you can see that this advice leads me to the wrong way, do not take it. And yeah, fight to strive. Say that. Yes.
So who is that person you're sending the message to?
This message is going to my mentor. It's Honte Rechli. Yes.
You're also winning.
So, and before we close, I wanted to say, guys, there's an NGO organization called One Drive, One Heart, of which we are donating school shoes to unprivileged kids. It's just 35 rand to donate to an underprivileged kid. You just pay the 35 rand for a pair of shoes, and then we can donate. You can also check on my profile. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Also on Honte Rechli's profile, we are doing that. There's also a page on Facebook that's One Drive, One Heart. You can check it and see our work, of which throughout now we're taking money from our pockets to donate. So we are asking you as a community to help us to help our community, because kids need to go to school with confidence. When their shoes are torn, they don't have confidence to go to school. Others see that, yes, because you know the bullying or the capital is singing. So at least let's cover that, and then when I go to school and get where I want to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Please